Hi, I'm Barbara McGillicuddy, and today I'm here to introduce a couple of very special ladies, Lynn Klein, Liz Mkhitaryan, and they are part of a new movement that's very, very important to our kids, and it's called Hannah's Heroes. Ladies, can you tell us about your mission?
Well, Lynn and I actually worked together many, many years ago, and then we had an event here in Titusville that drew us together that we'll talk about. And our mission is to reach out to children, to our youth population, our teen population, and bring the level of awareness in the community up for teen suicide issues, for depression, self-harm, things that affect our kids.
Okay, why did Hannah's Heroes come to be and come to be called Hannah's Heroes?
Well, in January of this year, my daughter Hannah took her life, and she was a middle school student at Jackson, and it devastated, of course, our family and our community. She was extremely lively teenager, had the world at her fingertips, captain of her cheerleading squad, talented in many aspects of her life, great at tumbling and dance and singing, and just loved life. And it was, had no clue that she was suffering from depression. And at her memorial, Liz found me and she's like, we need to do something. Hannah's death kind of unmasked things that teenagers were dealing with in our community. Many of her friends were suffering from depression, self-harm issues, and so it just kind of blossomed, from there, and just knew that we had to stop this epidemic in our community. And so that's how Hannah's Heroes came about.
Well, let me say that I'm so very sorry for your loss, and I'm so very impressed by your courage and making something that's such a tragedy into something wonderful in Hannah's names, Hannah's Heroes. Okay, ladies, thus far, what have you achieved?
Well, with our unofficial statistic keeping, we have touched over 25 families here in the North area in Titusville. And it could be a situation of bullying that they're dealing with, which can become very severe, self-harm that teenagers are doing more frequently than we care to talk about, and depression and attempted suicide. So we know that the need is here in our community, and it's been an issue that we really kind of push under the rug a little bit. We don't want to talk about mental illness. And it's so important that we open that door and we give people a voice if they can't speak for themselves. And so we have had bullying town halls where we had some speakers come in and address the issue. We've done some surveys and meetings with the teens themselves to target some of these issues so that we know what we're actually dealing with. We've gotten some partners involved. We've been working with the school system, working with parish medical, so that we can actually implement some strategies to help our kids in the community. So there is a program currently called Sources of Strength that we were behind finding that and doing the research, and the Children's Center, as part of Parish Medical Center, has been behind the push for that, and they actually were able to secure funding for it as well. So we hope to back initiatives like that are happening to get the word out there, to spread the message, and to give hope to our community and to our young ones. So we've been busy. We're now a 501c3. Awesome. We have a board of directors, and we're looking forward to a really exciting event that's coming up.
Well, why don't you share this big community event that is scheduled?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, go for it.
Well, we have a 2-day Titusville Celebration of Hope. And it is on September 11th, which we believe is very fitting because it is a hopeful day for us as well, and the 12th. And on the 11th, we have recording artist Danny Goki, who was in the top finals of American Idol a few years back. He'll be coming to spread his words of hope. And then on Saturday, we have a free community event at the Titusville YMCA with a challenge course for the kids to run. We're calling it a confidence course. We have vendors, we have food, we have unbelievable local entertainment that's going to come all together to have this celebration so that kids know that they're not alone. We've had that as our mission all along, that the kids know that they're not alone and they have someone to reach out to. And as I stated earlier, they're reaching out to us. So Hannah's Heroes is kind of becoming this trusted little symbol with the kids, and that was our goal. So really excited that we're bringing Danny Goki. Yeah. He drew our attention because he's written a book called Hope in Front. And Danny, I don't know if you recall, but Danny, right before he was to compete in American Idol, his wife passed away very unexpectedly. Oh, wow. And he was considering that life wasn't worth it, and yet he was able to pull himself out of that deep place, which is what we hope to do with our kids. And he has obviously gone on to have this wonderful career, and he can spread his message. So Hope in Front is the name of a song that he has written. And when we came across that, we just want our kids to know that there is hope in front of them, that although today may seem like the end of the world, it's not. And just hang on one more day. Just wait and see what happens. And Danny is going to help us to share that message.
That's amazing. Danny Goki coming to Titusville. Mm-hmm. That's September 11th at the Faith City Church. At what time was it?
The doors will open at 6. Okay. The actual concert will begin at 7. Okay. We have varying ticket ranges. We have a very inexpensive youth ticket at $10, and then we have $30 general admission, and we also have a $50 ticket available where they'll get to go to a meet and greet with Danny himself.
Oh, that's really neat. Now, ladies, how do people get a hold of these tickets?
Well, we have an awesome website that is up and running. It's hannahs-heroes.org. And you can find all the information that you need there, as well as purchase tickets. Okay. And of course, we're on Facebook, Hannah's Heroes, and Instagram, so you can always find us there as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. So that's a lot, and you guys have come so far so quickly. I would like to know what's coming in the future.
Well, we're playing around with lots of different ideas, and of course everything we see on the internet we think, ooh, let's do that in town. But we want to be the driving force behind a lot of activities that the kids can get involved in. One of which is arts related, another of which would be musical related. Beautiful. So we're working with partnerships. We're not in it alone. We are kind of the drive behind keeping this issue on the front burner. So lots of good things coming up. We have a book that's going to be published, and we are asking for students or young people to submit their works. Actually, anyone could submit works, I suppose. It will be called One More Day, and it's going to be a collection of inspiring messages from all of our local writers. And artists will also be asked to submit their work. So that'll be kind of our next big initiative that we're doing.
Wonderful, inclusive of kids, people. It's just drawing the community together, and that's amazing, ladies. Wonderful. So, last question, how do people become involved? How can people help you?
Well, obviously, we're looking for financial backing. You know, every new startup is. But spreading this message, becoming more informed. There are issues that our kids face that we just don't know about. There's so many internet issues. There are so many bullying type issues that we need to become a very informed community in order to protect our kids, in order to save our kids. Parents need help, because parents don't know everything. I didn't know everything, Lynn didn't know everything that's actually going on with our kids. I was at a meeting this morning, they were referencing that. So it's going to take the whole community to make a safety net for our kids, because the teen years are kind of floundering years for them, and they don't have all the filters that they need on some of the things that are going on. And we hope to just keep spreading the message of hope. And I truly believe if my friend Lynn here can still have hope, then I believe that we can spread that message.
Ladies, what a wonderful outreach for our community. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to many, many more public service announcements to just get the word out for what Lynn Klein and Liz McAtarian have to do to help Titusville's, all Brevard County, all Florida, all children and their needs. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
Thanks, Barbara.